So what would be the potential negative benefits if the Department of Veterans Affairs decides to cut VA benefits? So there has been talk about the VA cutting benefits, which is something that is very disappointing that they're even discussing this, quite honestly. As you guys know, the VA provides tons of services to veterans, including medical care, disability benefits, education assistance. So if they decide to do these budget cuts, it's going to reduce funding for these services. It's going to have a significant impact on us as veterans if this happens. So one of the most immediate impacts of a budget cut would be an increase in wait times for medical care. If you are a veteran and you are actually getting medical care right now through the VA or at a VA hospital or a VA facility, you know this is already an issue, right? It's already an issue. So if there's a budget cut, you know what's gonna happen now? The long lines that you're having to wait, or the time you're having to wait to book an appointment with the doctor, is now going to get extended even longer. If you live in a rural area, that's also going to be another issue for you, because getting access to service is already challenging as it is. So these budget cuts are going to have quite a bit of an impact on these veterans that are already seeking care, or already in care, should I say, and those that are going to be seeking care in the future. So the budget cuts would also reduce the availability of mental health services. Now, this is a challenge because most veterans are more likely to experience mental health problems than the general population for obvious reasons. So the cuts would also make it more difficult for veterans to get the disability benefits they need if they are experiencing any type of mental health issues. So the budget cuts would also have some long-term consequences. For example, the cut will make it way more difficult for veterans to be able to get education and training that they need to find jobs. So this ultimately could lead to higher rates of unemployment and poverty among veterans, which is already a challenge in the environment that we're in. So if we're talking about a budget cut, we are now adding to an existing problem of poverty, unemployment, and homelessness, which is a whole nother video, which I will be doing soon. We're just piling on to a problem that's already big. So we cannot afford any type of budget cuts. I am praying that this does not happen. If benefits get reduced, there's going to be a domino effect here, because there's already so many veterans who are actually struggling to make ends meet. This is just going to make it even worse for those veterans who are struggling already. Cuts would also make it difficult for veterans to have affordable housing, food, and just some other essentials that most people have on a daily basis. This is going to make it way more challenging if they go forward with reducing these benefits. So something to really be aware of, keep in mind. I'm going to keep you guys posted, but you want to keep in mind that we have some power here, in that we can go to the powers that be and voice our opinion against this, guys. So if you're a veteran, or even if you're not a veteran, this is not something that any of us want to support, right? This is going to add to an already big problem that we have, and veterans deserve better. So veterans are more likely to experience homelessness if these budget cuts go through. They are more likely to commit suicide. Veterans will be more likely having difficulty finding jobs. And as I mentioned, veterans are way more likely to live in poverty if these budget cuts are approved. So we got to get the message to Congress that this cannot happen. Guys, this is a huge problem that we're going to just pile on if this actually goes through. So you have got to get off your butt and get out and vote. I'm not just talking about the presidential election. There are other ways that we can affect these type of changes and keep them from happening. So don't sit back and complain about this if you're not going to do anything about it. If you're not going to do your part, if you're not going to voice your opinion, don't complain. But this is a serious issue, guys. It's a very serious issue that we have got to address. So the potential negative benefits of these budget cuts are pretty significant. the thing about it is, like, veterans have already made a sacrifice, right? We've already made significant sacrifices for this country, and we deserve these benefits. We absolutely deserve these benefits. So Congress should absolutely reject this proposed budget cut. But guys, do not sit on your butt and just wait for something to happen. Let's go make it happen, right? Let's protect the well-being of our veterans, because we have so many people that are struggling right now. Everybody wants to support veterans. There's no one that says, hey, we don't want to support a veteran, right? I've never heard anybody say that. We got to do our part and take matters into our own hands and make sure our voices are heard when it comes to these budget cuts and the impact, the negative impact that it will have on our veteran community. So this is a piece of the puzzle, guys. What I need you to do is go check out this next video. Go check out this next video right there. It will help you get some additional information on ways that you can use your benefits. If you're looking maybe to take advantage of a VA loan, it's going to help you with that as well. So go check that next video out, and I will see you over there.